Hello, and welcome to our behind-the-scenes footage of our Skills to Achieve day. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as we have enjoyed making it.
My name's Amanda, and I've got 3 children here at St Breock School. Matilda's in year 4 and Loic and Iona are twins and they're in year 2. Well, I think anything that is getting young children involved in sport and becoming more active has got to be a good thing. There are so many kids out there that are not benefiting from what we have here in St Breock, which is a very active programme, and it is very broad as well, so we're trying to find a sport that any child can do. So it's not just conventional ball games, it's games across the board, so it's trying to find something for every child.
My name is Simon Miller. I have 2 children at St Breock School. Certainly with cycling, our children are becoming more environmentally aware. For instance, if we do cycle, it means one less trip in the car, so less CO2 emissions, which it can only be a good thing. They're engaging with the countryside. When you go out cycling into the countryside, you know, they're actively going through woodlands and seeing trees and wildlife. It's a great way to see things. So the fact that they can do that at an earlier age means they've got appreciation. It filters off into other things. They're being active, being, you know, essentially starting with a sport. They're going out and enjoying the countryside.
Well done, Ruby. Let's see if we can get you on 2.
My name is Charlie Chappell. I am a parent. I have a child in year 6. Well, we've seen it in our daughter that her development has been holistic. It's been across the whole board. It's not just been a physical development and her activity in sport, although she's been exposed to a lot of sport within St Breock, but it's that whole development where she's finding out what it's like to be part of a team, where she's finding what it's like to wait her turn, and just to support her teammates. That's the sort of major difference.
My name's Dave Abbis. I'm a parent at school. I'm also a governor at school, so I have 2 children, Heidi and Fraser. From my role as a head of PE at the secondary school where St Breock feed in, I think the information that we can get from the Skills to Achieve of those pupils coming up would be really valuable for us. As a baseline start point, we'd be able to look at different schools, them coming up. We'd know, you know, what they were good at, what aspects they were good at, the different healthy side of it, as well as the skills side of that would be massively valuable for us, looking at their progress, where are they progressing from, how we can put our curriculum together based on differentiate for the different students at different levels would be really, really useful.
My name's James Ross. I'm a sports specialist at St Breock Primary School, Weybridge in Cornwall. I've seen a range of children's development from, you know, the below average to the above average. You know, above average one, for instance, is very physical and can do the sport, but he was struggling on the social side to help others be able to do that sport or that skill he does. And he's now come out of himself and is realising how he needs to think about how to articulate it to the other children. There was some lacking in confidence, but they're finding, looking at the books, seeing that they're going through steps, they're getting more confidence in all areas of the school because they can see them. Yeah, so we have an outdoor lesson, and we're thinking about, and there's lots to come out of that. There's the healthy me, we've got the children outside, they're active, we're trying to show them, look, you don't need to sit here and play on your computer game, you can get out and do stuff that used to happen years and years ago. Get out and play, make games out of just materials that are around. You've got them thinking out there as well, because they've got to think how they're going to do the challenge that they were set, and then with the social they've got to interact with their partner and they've got to make an agreement of what they're doing. Obviously they're physically active because they're moving all the time.
I'm Denise Gladwell and I'm head teacher at St Breock Primary School in Weybridge, Cornwall. The pledges were really slow to come in, and so we had to think of a way to get that parental engagement. And so I said to the children, we need your pledges, we need to be active together If you bring a pledge back that says your family will have some fun together, there's a free breakfast for you. And the pledges went from 6 to over 120, 130. Activity programme, which happens on Wheelie Wednesday, was designed specifically to keep children active in the playground, to introduce new sports. As children leave the school at Year 6, I want them to realise and appreciate and understand that their greatest resource they'll ever have is themselves. And so if they develop all those aspects of their personality, of their character, it'll give them great strength for the future. I don't regard Skills2Achieve as merely a physical education programme. It's the whole child. It puts the 4 pieces of the jigsaw together. You're going to end up with somebody really balanced, and they're in charge of it.
Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. For any more information, email james.ross@stbreock.org.uk.